Just talk about that first moment, you get into the end zone. What kind of goes through your head as you dive for the pylon?
Nothing out of the ordinary. Just ref didn't call me in, so point at the pylon to kind of make sure, tell him I was in. I was like, I tapped it, but no, I just really wanted that 6 points to, go on the board, and I'm glad it was successful.
For you get that first career one, and when's it kind of dawn on you? You go back to the sideline, they rule it in, and you kind of, starts to set in that you'd scored your first touchdown?
Yeah, definitely felt good. Felt like, last touchdown I scored is 2019, so, it's been a lot of work, a lot of hours put in. So it really felt good to make a play, make something productive in an in-game situation. But in terms of feeling the kind of like, like I'd made it or I was there, it never really came into my mind. It was always next play, 4 quarters left in this game, let's go get it. That was my mentality.
There's obviously a lot of guys you have in the receiver room and a lot of talent. Just talk about kind of your work ethic and what you've done to kind of earn yourself a role and kind of work your way up the depth chart.
Yeah. Me personally, and my skill set and what I bring to our room is just kind of a know-how and an ability to get in and out of breaks and all that stuff with wide-out play. So I feel like I bring more of a technical skill set to our room, and I just try to spread knowledge and learn from the other guys like Strib and Don and Link. And I feel like we all bring something different to the room, and we all help each other out in different ways.
Was there a moment or a week, or at what point in kind of fall camp did it seem like you'd kind of earned your way into the rotation, and was it just through kind of consistency of performances during the preseason?
Yeah, so I feel like I said, I feel like we all bring something different to the room. I feel like we can all, do things well come Saturday, but I feel like consistency is really what you said. Just being consistent, doing your job every day, and no matter, hot outside, cold outside, dealing with the injury or not, just showing up ready to work and being consistent, that's the main thing.
How much pressure does it take off each of the pass catchers knowing that there's basically 8 of you guys rotating every handful of plays? Is it kind of a fun deal to be in a rotation that deep?
Yeah, I think that's a huge key to having a successful room, is knowing that you got guys behind you and in front of you that are going to, to do their job and do what it takes for our offense to be successful. So it's really helpful knowing that I got Strib, I got Rob ahead of me to learn from and to look at and see what they do and see how, if I get in there, I can do it this way or that way. And so it does help knowing that we got numbers and guys that can go out there and eat any given Saturday.
It's been maybe the main thing you've learned this year, getting on the field more, and anything, kind of about this level of game surprise you, or was maybe the main learning point you take away?
I'd say my main learning point would be it's never going to go perfect. It's never going to go how you drew it out in your head or pictured it in your head. You may come up to each play with a plan of how it's going to go, but 90% of the time something's going to tweak, and you're going to have to make an adjustment on the fly, and just playing fast and not worrying about it didn't really go exactly how I wanted it to go, but at the end of the play I still won, and that's what matters, winning each rep. So, yeah, playing fast.